Ricky Silva, you've got a big fight coming up, Austin Aukuso. This is a very anticipated fight, March 19th at the Star Casino. This is a big fight for both boys early on in the career.
It's a massive fight. It's really gonna, it's gonna set the tone for cruiserweights, at least for us up and coming cruiserweights. I know they called out every cruiserweight saying they knock us all out, so I'm up for the challenge. He's got a massive amateur pedigree, and I'm willing to take that on.
It's obviously getting a lot of traction. A lot of people within the boxing community are talking about this fight. Is it any added pressure to you, or are you finding it more of an exciting prospect?
I'm a pressure fighter. I love pressure. It's just the more people talk about it, the more people think I'm going to lose, or the more people think I'm going to win. I'm just there to prove myself.
Now, a couple of injuries have been plaguing you from the end of last year. How's that looking coming into this fight?
Yeah, so I broke my hand in my last fight, and then I broke my wrist 2 weeks later. It's just an injury. I had time over December just to rest and recover. We're back into training this week, so we're ready to go. We're probably going to do another week or so, just hard fitness stuff, and then get back into sparring.
Steve Janko, big fight coming up, Austin Aukuso versus Ricky ESilva. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a fight we've been chasing for about half a year now, since May last year. A really good fight to really see where Ricky stands and test himself against a real credible amateur superstar, I guess, in Austin Aukuso. Yeah, people that know Austin knows this is a real deal tough fight, but on paper it doesn't look as appetizing, I guess.
For professional fighters that have had less than 5 fights, this has got to be the fight of the year.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very 50-50 fight, like 50-50 even fight, and we're not taking it lightly at all in the sense that we're going confident for the win, but we know that this is boxing, so anything can happen.
From a coach's point of view, what's Ricky have to do to negate that amateur experience and really assert his dominance in the ring?
Yeah, well, I think because it's an 8-round fight, he's just got to survive the first 3 to 4 rounds and then take Austin to the deep end, and in the latter rounds I think he'll be too strong for him, so that's the game plan anyway.
Obviously there's a fair bit of hype behind Austin, his brother, their flashy styles, and the fact that they're both coming up with big amateur pedigrees. Where do you think you're stronger than he is when it comes to obviously the professional ranks?
There's 2 things there. Austin is not his brother. That's the first thing. His brother's a great fighter, went to the Olympic, that's amazing. That's a lot of boxers' dreams. Austin, like I said, is not his brother. I think everybody's breakable. You just got to break him, and I believe in 8 rounds I will break him.
Now this fight was scheduled to happen a couple of times. Is there anything personal in this, or is it just something to progress your career?
It's we've been trying to get this fight since May last year, but injuries and just COVID, you never know what happens, and the fight hasn't happened. But the saying, you can run but you can't hide, and now it's time to shine.
You're an exciting crossover, and you've lit the scene up in the Cruiserweight division. What are your plans for 2022?
Well, we're going to go for Austin, get the Queensland title, and then there's some stuff in the works to get the Australian title next. And then, yeah, just going to see where we can go from there. Our end goal is the world title. I want to be a unified world champion, so just going to keep slowly chipping away until I get there.
Well, first you have to face Austin on the 19th, and how does this fight go down?
I reckon I'll stop him before 8. I know his coach said after the last fight, he beats me in 1. There's no ways in hell that is happening. I don't go down. It's just not in my blood.